Hello, this is Nicholas Tanek from YourKinkyFriends.com. I have a wonderful guest tonight. She is a dom. She's not a professional dom, but she is a dom. She is definitely kinky. She's into shibari, and she's also into cosplay, which is something that I'm fascinated with. So please welcome the magnificent Topaz Steele. Say hi.
Hi, everybody. How you doing?
All right, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I do a lot. I am a cosplayer. I am a shibari artist. I am an amateur photographer that takes pictures of my shibari art. After I do the shibari art, I am a art student. I'm an artist. Um, I think that's it. I do a lot. I do a lot. But yes, the cosplaying, the shibari art, the photography, drawing, and yes, I am a dominant. I am a dom. I'm not professional, and that's stuff that I do.
The drawing is something. All right, let's just get to the drawing just right off the bat. Um, you do kind of not. I don't want to say X-rated, but you do like kind of dirty Steven Universe drawings.
I yes, I do lewd Steven Universe drawings. I'm a cartoonist, so the thing is, me doing the drawings made me watch the show. I never watched the show. I just know it was popular. I like the way the characters look. So now I'm up to season 4, and I did that. I did also the regular show. I did Inspector Gadget. I just like doing the little cartoons. I even did what's that? Hank Hill and Peggy Hill. I do a lot of little lewd because this was making people laugh.
Oh
And
yeah,
a lot of my friends, yeah, it was people who were feeling down, and I draw a little picture, and people have been asking me to, hey, well, why don't you draw this? And when I show it to people, they laugh, and that's what makes me keep on doing it because they tell me to put my sinful pencil down, but which means draw more.
what's funny is that the guy who plays the father, um,
Yes.
I know him. He's
Oh, wow.
Tom Sharpling from this show. Yeah, he's a
Oh,
Jersey
cool.
Jersey guy. Yeah, he does a podcast called the Best Show, which is really funny, which I highly recommend to everybody. Bestshow.net. Okay, so
Okay, I had no idea.
yeah, it's great. It's great, and yeah, it's he's awesome. And it's sweet. Like he does little songs like let me drive my van into your heart, and the other song like there's a couple
Yeah.
things that'd be funny. Um, okay, so let's talk about your journey. I mean, yeah, sure, people are born kinky, but they don't always just kind of express themselves as kinky people. So, and you don't have to tell us like very details or anything like that. But how did you kind of come out as a kinky person, and and to be the woman you are today?
It started a long time ago. um, let's see. I first read Anne Rice's book, Sleeping Beauty. I know that sounds probably cliche and everything, but I read Sleeping Beauty. I was like, what are these people doing? Then I was like, oh, this sounds good. I began to get probably a little aroused by the book. And so then I discovered, okay, this is BDSM. On and off for years, I read about it. But I could say about 4 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, I was like, let's really get into this. And I went to my first dungeon, and I've always been expressive of who I am. I never really have hidden who I am, from my sexuality to being poly to all of that. I've never really hidden who I am. So now I'm doing shibari art, and it's out there. I'm out there, and I don't think it's something that we should hide or be ashamed of.
I
So that's been my journey, and I'm out here.
I just got a note from one of our writers and contributors, Tangled Blue. She says she loves your makeup.
Thank you.
Okay, so you consider yourself a dom, correct?
Yes.
Okay, now femdom. When it comes to femdom, it's a very, very, very broad category. There's everything from like doms who sissify men. There's doms who are really sadistic. There are doms who are what they call loving doms or sensual doms or sensual sadists. There's it goes into cock and ball torture. It goes into rope. It goes into. So, would you say? The things that really, and you're not a professional dom, so you don't have specialties that you make money off of
Right.
or anything like that. But there have to be some things that really kind of get your fire going inside. What are they?
It's okay. So this is the thing. I like tying people up and tickling them.
Okay.
Tickle torture, spankings, more of I don't dress them up in women's clothes or anything like that. It's like, hey, having them do house duties. I don't know if there's a specific name for that because I'm still even in my years, I'm still learning terms.
Mm.
But mostly that's the thing. It's the obedience part of it that I like. That's what I do, and basically the tickling, torture, and shibari, and I could say sometimes I could be a mommy dom, even though I don't consider myself that. People have told me I'm a mommy dom, and I'm not really into DDLG. I don't have nothing against it, but I don't see myself as in that. But yeah, I do stand people in the corner. I do flog them and spank them. So maybe so.
Okay. So, shibari. Let's get into rope. Rope. Um, how did you get into rope? And how did you? Because I've seen your work. I've seen your work, and it's impressive. How did you learn?
I began learning from my friend Desmond, and he taught me a few things. And then I was like, you know what? I'm a person that I'm self-taught with all types of art, cosplay, everything. I work better if I'm self-taught. And so I decided to look around, read books, and teach myself. He taught me some of the basics. We went to a dungeon, and he showed me a couple of ties. He even rigged my boyfriend for me and hung him around. So that's where I started. I saw his work. I was like, hey, I'm good with my hands. I can draw. I can do makeup. I can create and make things. Rope shouldn't be any different. And I've been doing rope for about, I guess, 2 years now.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Anybody seriously? Anyone viewing here, check out her. It will be on the page. Check out her Instagram and check out Facebook and all that stuff. And
yeah.
yeah, her work's impressive. It's good. It's good. Um,
My work is mainly on Instagram. It's not really on my Facebook.
okay.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, also, YouTube. There are like YouTube videos about how to tie people up.
Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. One of the people that I looked at for their YouTube videos was Rope Tricks. She's pretty good. I look at her. I look at her videos, and I look at Epic Rope. Those are good videos. But I would say to anybody before you even start, learn by heart the safety of rope.
Interesting. Can you
Learn,
expand on
yeah,
that?
learn safety.
Can you expand on that?
Learn what pressure points are. Learn to, hey, if this person look like they're about to pass out, or they say the word, hey, red, or whatever safe word that they're using, keep some safety scissors around. Make sure that the person that you're tying the rope bottom is hydrated before you even start. And also, I tell people don't mix drugs and alcohol and any type of play. That, especially rope play, you can really injure and hurt somebody. Don't, as you see in the pictures, the people have their, if you see them tied, they're like this. Don't really tie across here. That's just a no go.
Interesting.
So just to show a little bit of knowledge of rope safety, but learn, I can only express learn rope safety first. We all do our things that have mistakes, and I've had one mistake, and that's the only mistake. And he seemed like he wanted to, I was always asking him, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" The thing about your rope bottom, make sure that they're truthful with you to how they're feeling, also, because he didn't tell me how he was feeling. He was trying to be all, cocky about it, and he ended up kind of passing out a little bit. I had to get the ropes off of him quick, but he woke up right quick. So I realized that that tie was placed in the wrong places and probably cut off some supply to where it needed to go. And yeah, that was pretty scary. That was pretty scary, and that was a while back when I was first beginning, and I wanted to just tie instead of knowing everything that I should know. So I took a pause from doing rope and I learned everything that I should know. And now there are no more mistakes like that. But safety is the best.
That's important. Remember, kids, safety first. Okay. I don't know if the other viewers know this, but you are into cosplay.
Yes,
So,
right here.
so
Uh,
is this now when you do cosplay? First of all, um, is it just for fun or is it a kink thing as well?
I do. I think it's for fun. I don't think it's a part of kink for me. Even though the cosplay can roll into kink as in role playing, and however, it definitely can tie hand in hand. But when I started cosplay, it was for creativity. I like creating stuff, and I wanted to one be known for my cosplays, two do good cosplays, and three just have fun. And I said, hey, I'm going to do this one cosplay, and I'm going to stop. Well, that didn't happen because my first cosplay, I got 20,000 likes on Tumblr. And so it became something that I'm doing. Like right now, uh, in November, I'm going to be in Detroit for Yomicon. And I'm going to be Reinhardt. So I'm going to have this huge hammer that I'm carrying around. And yeah, yeah, it's going to be great. I'm excited for it. And I don't know when I will stop cosplaying.
Now, most of the characters or the costumes that you have are a majority of them from comics or movies or something, or are they completely ones that you made up yourself?
Only one I made up myself, and that was Shaman Wolf. That's my own persona, aka Artemis Silverwolf. That's me. In my nerd life, I am a alpha werewolf goddess. I had a demon. My demon. This is made up for myself. Um, but it's basically this is a second part to my yellow eyed demon, which I kind of had a female version of the supernatural show. I've done a lot of Overwatch. Like I said, Reinhardt is going to be for Overwatch. Sombra's been for Overwatch, and Reaper's been from Overwatch. I like to do old school cosplays, like my Lilo and Stitch. I did Courage the Cowardly Dog. I did Mary Jane from Spider Man. I've done a lot. Some of them are from anime too. I did Griffith from Berserk, and I also did Michonne from Walking Dead. So it just depends on what I feel like will look the best on me, and will I can I do this cosplay the right way? Some cosplays take a lot of work. You have to do a lot of work. I like pretty much easier cosplays, but to put detail in them. But I pretty much like easier cosplays. I don't like to do all the armor and making stuff and all of that. So
One
that's
thing,
my thing.
um, I'm very much into outfits like French maid outfits and nurses outfits, even nuns outfits and stuff like that. Um, but
I have a schoolgirl outfit.
what?
I have a schoolgirl outfit now. That cosplay turned into kink, but that was just for the rave. I wore that because at the conventions we have raves, so I wore that outfit to the rave, and I ended up doing some BDSM play in that outfit. So yeah,
Oh, that's cool. That's really
yeah.
cool. Okay, so we have a and we'll get to that segment, the segment I'm about to talk about later. But we have a segment called BDSM on a budget, and now when it comes to cosplay, sometimes this stuff is expensive. And I urge everybody to, if you have the money, please support people who make, the high end costumes. But
Yeah.
not everybody has the money. So What is like one or two life hack cosplay hacks that you could do for someone who wants to participate in cosplay but does not have the cash?
This is Wet and Wild. That's cheap makeup. Go find cheap makeup from Walgreens. Learn how to use the makeup. This pencil that did this is probably $1.
You're out. Oh no. I hope she comes back. Anyway, until she comes back, which I hope she does. Um, if not, we'll do a part two real quick. Go to yourkinkyfriends.com. Check me out at Nicholas Tanek at Twitter. Check me out at Nick Tanek, Nicktanek, at Instagram. I'm on Facebook at Nicholas Tanek. We have a Discord chat group. We have Wet and Wild. Tangle Blue just had me. Wet and Wild makeup is awesome.
Hello, I'm sorry about that.
Sweet, cool.
Yes, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Okay, I don't know what happened. I think I had a call coming through. Um, so now we've talked about cosplay on the budget. Cosplay on the budget. We have to one live inside thrift stores. You have to live inside of a thrift store. Also learn how to make certain things. As in, for my somber gloves, I needed silver platelets. You know what I did? I took a cooking pan. I cut the cooking pan up and put it there on my gloves. You have to be creative and know, hey, does this look like this? Can I make this? Don't be ashamed and be so down on yourself about it. Like I said, I was wearing a cooking pan on my hands and nobody noticed it. I I took some dollar nails, put it on the gloves. I got some cheap dollar gloves. Amazon sometimes will have cheap stuff on there. You can order on there like the dollar stuff. Just see and don't go for wild extravagant cosplays that you know you need armor on. I would say because armor is a problem with me. I know I keep on saying that because you have to have a heat gun, styrofoam, everything making it or whatnot. And I would say start off with a basic cosplay that's just an outfit and without any props and see how that goes. And also learn how to sew.
Learn how to sew. It's
Learn
good.
how to sew.
That's a good suggestion. It's a very good suggestion. Okay. So, you're a photographer.
Yes.
All right. Tell us about your equipment. What kind of equipment do you have?
My photography equipment. I have a soft box and I have this camera here. I'm an amateur. And so I have a little Sony Cybershot.
Mm-hmm.
But thing about photography is about lighting, composition. And so my softbox, sometimes I'll go to my ex-boyfriend's studio and even take pictures of him, and he's an actual photographer. So I'm learning from him. And it's pretty easy. It's pretty simple.
Okay. So, speaking of boyfriends or girlfriends or whatever, are you in a current relationship right now? And what is the dynamic?
Dynamic is that I am in a V relationship with two men. I am poly.
Okay. And are you dominant with both of them, or do you switch or anything like that?
I
Or
don't switch. I
okay.
don't switch. As in relationship wise, I am on the level of egotarianism or egotarianism. I think I'm saying that word right. Um, one likes to play with me in the BDSM world, and I'm dominant over him. The other one, he'll just go along with it for fun. So I guess you can say I'm dominant over both of them. But one is really just like, okay, we can just do this for fun. But he talks a lot of crap and he wants to fight back and everything. We end up wrestling around, and that's what we do. The other one, that's the one I tie up and tickle a lot. So yes,
Okay. I don't know why I'm thinking this, but like certain people, when with the tickling thing,
yeah.
they end up peeing. Did you ever make
Oh
anyone pee?
no, I'm not trying to make anyone pee. But if
Okay.
they do, that's going to still be a joy Either way, but no, I haven't had nobody pee on me yet.
Well,
Literally, I have not had anybody pee on me yet.
so okay, I'm always really curious about how kinky people meet. You know what I mean? Because there are a lot of people out there who are looking for other kinky people, and there's Munches, there's FetLife, there's this, there's that. You know, so how did you meet these two people?
Nerd groups,
Nerd groups, interesting.
nerd anime groups. I met them. So how I met them is that I was a part of another nerd kind of freaky group, but it kind of died. So I started my own Chicago Freaky Nerd Room, and basically a lot of people liked it because I they was able to be themselves, and I had no idea that I would have found two loving great guys in the group that would have accepted me for who I am, especially me being older than them. Also, it was pretty kind of funny how that happened. But yeah, I met them out of a nerd circle. A lot of nerds are into kink and BDSM. As a matter of fact, the whole crowd that I know now are nerds and kink are into kink and BDSM.
It's funny that you say that because a friend of mine named Amy Mercury, who does she calls it weird porn, but she does like clown. She like dresses up like a clown and does porn and diaper porn and like and she,
Yeah,
she did this whole graphic novel which I did the forward for Orc Girl. Check out Orc Girl. It's about a woman who's cast into a different dimension of orcs and becomes a sex slave of an orc and falls in love. Um,
ooh,
yeah,
that's a lot because I believe the orcs have huge penises.
yeah. Oh, yeah. These are
Yeah,
big orcs, big green orcs, big green cocks. Shout out to Amy Mercury. She's awesome. Um, yeah, yeah. No, it's funny. Because because I'm not like a sports type of guy.
yeah,
More of I'm more nerd culture. Not necessarily nerd culture, but like I respect it, and I'm more like television, movies. I'm like a film music guy. You know.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, yeah, nerd culture. So there you go.
Nerd culture has won. Nerd culture is popular now. I remember when being called a nerd wasn't something popular and you got picked on. So I'm kind of liking that nerd culture is popular now.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's how I found you really is because you like it was like last year or 2 years, a year and a half ago or something like that. You showed up in my feed and I was like, I like this woman. It's cool. We started talking and stuff like that. Okay,
yeah.
so BDSM on a budget. We have Thrifty Kink Thursday is one thing that we uh, Tangle Blue, Miss Melissa, Sassy Witch 666. They all contributed articles about how to do experience BDSM on a budget. BDSM equipment is BDSM equipment, corsets, toys. Sometimes they can get very expensive. And once
Yes,
again,
they can.
I support and I tell everybody if you have the money, support the high end stuff. Support
Yes.
that's really good, but not everybody has the money. So, can you give us one life hack about how to do BDSM on a budget?
If you're into spankings, go to the dollar store or whatnot. Get wooden spatulas. The wooden spatulas are not over about $2. As a matter of fact, I have a couple of sitting over in the corner. Depends on what you want to paddle somebody with. A wooden spoon. A wooden spoon is a good spanking tool. Um, that's my thing. If you want to get cheap rope, go to Home Depot. Get some nylon rope. It comes in a package, and you are not paying over $6.99. So yeah, and also you can create your own paddles and BDSM floggers from paracord. You get some paracord, you learn how to wrap it up together. You have a flogger. You have your own homemade flogger. So get creative. Get creative. Read a lot on how to make stuff. It's like with cosplay. Start sewing. With BDSM stuff, start creating stuff if you don't want to. But then when you start creating your own stuff and you get good at it, you might want to sell it, which will become a business.
Yeah. Sell your Etsy store. Come
Yep.
on, come on my show and promote it. Okay, so Chicago. What
Yes.
is? How would you describe in a one or a couple words, a word or phrase? How would you describe the community, the BDSM community in Chicago?
The BDSM community in Chicago is pretty cool. I have been out to a couple of munches, but I'm mostly a solitary practitioner. But I do have a circle of friends that I am with, and it's awesome. The last time I went out with my circle of friends and the BDSM, we went to Chinatown for dim sum, and we tried new foods, and we had conversations about different stuff, and it was cool to be at a table full of about 35 people who are into the same thing you are in a vanilla setting.
Oh yeah,
So yeah, we had a whole room to ourselves. It was so fun. It was so fun. I've been to LRA here. I've been to Chicago Rose. I have not been to GD2 yet, but these are different dungeons around the city. I haven't been to GD2 yet, but I'm supposed to be meeting up with somebody to learn fire play. So once I get the time, I will be going to GD2 to learn fire play.
great. Okay, so now rapid fire question, and the questions are never rapid fire. They don't have to be.
Okay.
They're not BDSM related. Okay, you don't.
Okay.
They don't have to be.
Okay.
Okay, so what was the last movie? And it could be a movie you saw a million times. It could be a movie that you just saw recently. But the last movie that really hit you hard, either hit you emotionally or made you laugh hysterically, that you just loved. The last movie you
It,
watched that you
the, the last movie that I watched, I guess that made me cry. I mean,
no,
well, that made me laugh.
that either made you laugh hysterically or made you cry or made you that you ended up loving. And it could be something
Well,
you've seen a million times.
I will say the last movie that I watched that I ended up loving that I watched recently, which was an old movie that I've seen before, was Grindhouse. The Quentin Tarantino movie with them in the car. I forgot the name of the
Yes,
movie.
proof.
That's the thing. Death Proof. Yes,
That movie's
Death Proof.
yeah.
I was watching that at work with my client. I do medical care work. I was watching that at work with my client, and she didn't know. So at the end, you know what happens at the end, and when all the women jump up and say "Yay!"
Yeah.
Me and her both were sitting there, and we put our arms up like "Yay!" So we was like, "This is such a great woman empowerment movie. He got what he deserved."
Yeah.
And yeah, that was like we laughed.
It's such a good car chase. It really is. It's one of
Yes, it is.
the in the history of film, I think, in my opinion. Okay. Recommend a book. Any kind of book.
Oh, um, the day my butt ran away. Yes, it's sitting right here. The day my butt went psycho. I'm sorry, based on a true story, by Andy Griffith. Why do I recommend this book?
Why
Because
do you recommend this book?
it's a kid's book. It is a kid's book, as you can tell. It is a kid's book. Why do I recommend this book? Because when I was going through the saddest time of my life, it's the only thing that made me laugh. I picked it up. I was like, the day my butt went psycho. What is this? And I started to read it, and it's a kid's book. Anybody over 18 should not be reading the book, but I break all rules anyway. So I read the book, and it was hilarious. So yeah.
I have to admit, like humor saved me after Lynn died. I was devastated, but like it was not only stand up comedy, and comedy shows and stuff like that. That humor is a healing factor. They say laughter is the best
Yeah.
medicine, and it really truly is. And being
This was this was after my mom died. I read this book. So yeah, humor is a big thing to make people laugh.
yeah, it's
Yep.
very healing. Okay, so what was the last song? And it could be something that you've heard a million times. Could be something you've heard that's brand new, but the one that really got you emotionally, or that you like danced to, or rocked out to, or just like really got down to. Just the last song that you listened to that you just absolutely loved hearing.
Um, Milk and Cereal by Mike G. Funk. And it's a song about milk and cereal. So I was tying Saturday. The song comes on and I begin to sing it because that song makes me exactly happy. And it says milk and cereal, milk and cereal. So yes, he names all the cereals, and Grandma got to eat I'm a silly person, I guess you could tell.
I
Grandma has to Grandma has to eat a grand muffin, so she doesn't get any cereal, and it sounds like a kid's song too, but it's a song that every time that I hear it, for some reason, I am extremely happy because I am a milk and cereal fanatic. I can eat it for breakfast, lunch, dinner, as a snack. A box of cereal I could probably go through in a day if I just feel lazy and don't feel like cooking, and I will be the happiest little person there is because I had milk and cereal, especially Frosted Flakes.
Frosted Flakes is your favorite.
Frosted Flakes, Captain Crunch, yes, and Wheaties.
Wheaties is good. Wheaties is good.
Yeah.
Do you like Honey Nut Cheerios? What
Nah.
about puffins? Do you like puffins? What do you think of the high end health stuff? No.
No. Okay, Go Kashi or Kashi Go, whatever the name of that stuff is, it's all right. It's
Yeah,
all right.
I like Kashi. I do. I honestly do.
Yeah.
And I'm not
Yeah,
doing.
you dump some sugar on it, it all tastes great.
Okay, and what kind of milk? 2%, low fat, no fat.
Try to be lactose free milk.
Uh,
But 2% or lactose free. I enjoy the specially made lactose free milk, and because then I can drink it and I'm okay.
okay. All right. We're gonna. You say you like to be silly, right? Okay.
Yes.
This is a jar from um, one of my favorite all time people. Her name is Tangle Blue. She does articles. She's been so supportive of me. I love her. Shout out to her. She's a kitten. Meow. Well, in the BDS world, BDSM world,
Yeah. I'm
and
a werewolf.
well,
I'm a primal predator, I guess.
so she wrote a bunch of words on these little pieces of paper.
Okay.
I don't know what they are. Some of them are nonsense. Some of them have
All
nothing
right.
to do with BDSM. Now, I'm going to mix up it with certain BDSM terms that are going to come off the top of my head. Now, there are two rules to this game. First of all, it's a word association game. So I say a word like chastity advice. You can say something like lock or cock, or you could say potato. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
There's no wrong answer. So the first rule is that if I say something, if we don't like the kink shame here. So if we say something that is something that you really don't like as a kink, just say not my thing. Okay, don't like go
Okay.
or you know what I mean. Like that's one thing because we don't want to kink shame you. And the second rule is to free your mind. Don't worry, there's no wrong answer. Clear your mind, free your mind. Say the first thing that comes into your head. It could be a phrase,
Okay.
it could be a word, it could be a sentence. Okay, you ready?
Okay. I'm ready.
All right. Spanking.
Happiness.
All right. Caning.
Greatness.
Whipping.
Hmm. Fun.
All right. I went into the thing. Strap.
Sex.
Okay. Pegging.
Fun sex.
Okay. The smile.
Happiness.
Okay. Sissies.
Great.
Okay. Fire play.
Power play.
Fire. Fire play.
Burning.
Burning. Wax play.
Hot.
Latex.
Sweaty.
Let's see what's in the can. Tang.
Orange.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. The magic wand.
Electrifying.
The violet wand.
Oh, very electrifying.
All right. Uh, Milk.
And cereal.
Yeah. All right. Um, all right. Rope.
Play.
Okay. Choking.
Air.
Okay. The daddy baby girl dynamic.
Diapers. Pacifier.
Okay. All right. Let's see what we got here. Kickball.
Soccer.
Okay. All right. Water sports or piss play.
Shower.
Shower. Okay. And finally, scat.
Long shower. No, seriously. So I
That's
was at
probably
a I was at a party, and this beautiful woman wanted everybody to pee on her, and so they snatched my friend into the bathroom. He came to the bathroom because he wanted to use the bathroom, and they was like, no, you can't use the toilet. You have to use it on her. He was like, oh, okay. And so when he came out the room, he was like, oh my God, I actually did it. And so we actually clapped and cheered him on. So what anybody does is what anybody does. I don't think you was going to get a that's not my thing. I might not participate in it, but if you want scat play, if you want a Roman shower, if that's what you want and it's safe and consensual, do it.
yes.
You
Yes.
only live one life. Do
Oh,
it. Have fun.
that was the best answer to that. That was the best scat answer I've ever in the history of this show. Yeah, so good. All right, so can you do me one favor before we go? We'll do two things. Say this is Topaz Steele and go to yourkinkyfriends.com.
Oh, this is Topaz Steele, and please go to yourkinkyfriends.com.
Wonderful. Now, please promote anything you want at all. You can promote your art. You can promote any, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, you name it. Whatever. If you have an Etsy shop, an eBay, whatever, just
I have a Kofi, and my coffee CO-FI it's for a $3 donation, so I can keep on continuing to get rope, do my artwork and stuff. The name is Silver Lichen, SYLVERLYCAN, Silver Lichen. $3 donation for anybody. Hell, you donate $1. Um, it keeps things going for me. And if you want to see a lot of my cosplay art, my shibari art, my photography, my cosplay, my drawings for Steven Universe, that's also on my Instagram. And Instagram is instagram.com, the underscore silver underscore lichen on Instagram. And he'll have those, you'll have those links up there. So, and I thank you for this.
I have the links and
Yeah.
um, before we go, after I stop the broadcast, I'd like to talk with you for about 30 seconds.
Okay.
So check me out. I'm Nicholas Tanek. I'm at yourkinkyfriends.com. I'm on Instagram at Nick Tanek, NICKTANEK. I'm at Twitter at Nicholas Tanek, the full name Nicholas Tanek. Find me on Facebook. You go on at yourkinkyfriends.com. You can find me. We have a Discord chat group, which is great. And everybody who contributes to this site is there, and a bunch of people who don't contribute to the site but just hang out, and they're all really cool and kind people. You're not going to be stalked or be creeped out. Everyone's vetted and everything like that. And we have a secret Facebook group that no one will know you're involved in. It's so you're in it, Topaz.
Yeah.
We're in a secret Facebook group that so just hit me up on Facebook. I'll let you in, and as long as you don't, message anybody without an invite, you'll be fine. And we have a lot of fun. We post articles, we post videos, and no one will know. Like your auntie or your niece or nephew who's on Facebook also won't know you're in a thing called yourkinkyfriends.com.
Right.
So it's getting late, my friends. My Dom is calling me. Gotta go. Stay kinky, my friends. Have a good night.